Now we're on to what I think is the highlight of this whole session, and that's the meet and greet introductions for all the mentors. The first mentor out, I already started to call him Mentor Jens, is Jens Bryntesson. Hi Jens.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you David, Lina and Stefans for your introduction and for inviting me to this program. I'm really excited to be part of this. My name is Jens Bryntesson. I'm located at the SCAALER office in Arvika. I'm just sitting next to David and Robert. My expertise in this context is testing, certification and inspection for mostly electrical products. I've been working in this field for 13 years and I built up a decent know-how in getting market access for electrical products around 150 countries around the world. In Europe, we have a legislation called CE marking. To be able to put a product onto the market in Europe, you need to fulfill applicable directives and standards that the products fall under. And health tech is one of the segments that I'm working with, and hopefully I will be able to help you with your regulatory market access. So that's me. Thank you.
Thanks, Jens. We just had a startup here that just mentioned that they need it, and I think it's going to be you're going to be busy throughout the program. I can hear that. Next mentor out is a good friend of mine, based in Oslo. Stopped in Sweden, and before that he's from Scheele. Eduardo Rodriguez, please welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me, David. I could not say no when you invited me because you make always things happen. And amazing things, I would say. So I'm really happy to be here with everybody. Usually they call me Eduardo X because nobody can pronounce my name. So that's what I use now. I'm coming out as an author. So just say Eduardo X and you can go to eduardox.com. You will find about my books. You can also share your wisdom through my new book that is coming out. And a little bit myself is that I've been a computer nerd since I was 12. I'm an engineer and my roadmap has been an entrepreneur for many years. Then I went on to intrapreneur for big corporates. And today is my last day as an entrepreneur in big corporates. So now I'm going back to entrepreneur again. I'm going to coach companies in fast growth, how to build amazing teams. And also as an investor through Mendoza Ventures, that is a US-based Latino-funded venture capital company, and also sharing wisdom through One Golden Nugget together with Joe Foster, the founder of Reebok, and some other amazing people. We have founded an amazing organization to share wisdom. So that is what I do. I love to share wisdom. I love to help out, and I did a big burnout 10 years ago, and I know a lot about well-being. I write a lot about it on LinkedIn. So what I can say is that suffering, depression, anxiety amongst entrepreneurs and leaders is actually the highest of all the groups. So I have a group called Leader Support Group online. We talk each Sunday and you can talk anonymous. Please connect with me, eduardox.com. You have all the details there.
Thank you very much, Eduardo. There's a lot of information in a short time. Appreciate it a lot. Next one up is all the way from India. It's a professional called Santosh Kotnis. He's been working for a Norwegian company called Ergo Group that later became Avery, and Tieto Avery today. Welcome, Santosh.
Yeah, hi, David and Lina. Thank you so much for having me part of this group. I look forward to work with everyone and then contribute in growth of this ecosystem. As David said, I worked good 6-7 years for Ergo Group, EDB Ergo Group, and Avery, and I stayed in both in Oslo and in Stockholm. And that was the last job I did before I turned a technical entrepreneur and started a VC fund and accelerator called SpringUp Capital. This is headquartered in India, but have a lot of interest in the Nordic for obvious reasons, because most of my executive connects comes from there. And we are looking at investing and scaling up the early stage tech companies predominantly focusing on health, fintech, and a couple more other domains. And we have a global team, and we always work with startups to provide them the global scale opportunities. For example, Indian company taking to Europe, an European company coming to India and the US. So we try to provide that international exposure, the scale up or the startup we're possibly looking at. So again, look forward to work with all of you and contribute in terms of building this ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Santosh. And like we discussed a lot, building a bridge between Asia and the new Nordics, I think is one of the key tasks we're going to do together here. Next one up is a local resource that moved back to Värmland, a good friend of mine and partner as well in ScaleUp. His name is Robert Rhönnstad. Welcome, Robert.
Hi all. Yeah, first of all, it's so inspiring, and I'm really excited to be a part of this with all of you. My name is Robert Rhönnstad. I'm based in Arvika, which is the epicenter of the greater Oslo region. I'm a founder together with David and Stefan of ScaleUp Labs, which are based in Arvika. It's a tech hub and co-working space with focus on IoT, Internet of Things. I have an educational background from electronics engineering over 20 years back, but I have my professional experience within the software industry. Most of my network is in the Oslo region. I've been working in companies for industries like telecom, logistic, finance, manufacturing, and it has been like Telenor, Telia, Tieto. I think my contribution here could be within software, system and solutions, architecture, development, and advisory within that, and also concept development and innovation in general.
I think that's a long list, Robert, and thank you very much for contributing and joining us. Thank you. Next one up is a co-graduate from VC Lab. Lina and Stefan Skoglund and I, with some help from Bryntesson, went through our own accelerator actually throughout fall. That was quite hard, but we managed to graduate, and the result is actually DigitalWell Ventures. Now, Simon had his own agenda, which he's going to tell you more about right now. Are you there, Simon?
Yes, happy to be a part of the community. Yeah, so as you mentioned, I've actually started also my own venture firm that's called XY Ventures, and what we do is essentially invest in deep tech opportunities in Nordic graduates from the Silicon Valley version of the Accelerator programs there. So I have a background being a mentor for quite a lot of the accelerators in Bay Area, and so what we do is leverage deal flow from those accelerators. I have a background as an entrepreneur as well. I've been doing a couple of nonprofits, some of them that went quite big and some of them that didn't make it quite that far. And I've also done a couple of my own startups. What I can bring to the table is essentially to help the companies in your accelerator program to make an entry into the States. With good connections there, and we also have pretty good connections on a corporate level here in Stockholm as well. So hope to contribute to the community, and very happy to be a part of it.
Thank you very much, Simon. I'm very happy to have you here as well. And like I said, I think we have some common ground throughout last fall. So let's talk more about that.
It was a tough program.
Okay, so next one up here is Scheele. He's been working in Stockholm for a long time. Now he's back in Värmland, and he works for Thornton. Welcome, Uwe.
Thank you, David, and thank you for inviting me. Yes, I am a tax partner at Thornton's local office and also heading up the local office in Karlstad, but as you said, moved back after exile in Stockholm. So I'm back in Värmland in Arvika for almost 2 years now. Tax lawyer, been dealing with Swedish and international tax matters and business development advice all the way. So 25 years is quite a long time. We are focusing as a firm on fast-growing companies, entrepreneurs, startups, etc., but with the capacity to take them all the way up to the stock exchange if you are feeling for that. So we do all the boring stuff, assisting the entrepreneurs to focus on what they should focus on, which is driving their business, and we should take care of the admin around it, like setting up companies, dealing with tax authorities, bookkeeping, providing with auditors, but of course also providing business advice, because we have tons of experience in dealing with a number of entrepreneurs. So we know where the hiccups are and where we can support you. So I'm happy to be part of this. Feel quite humble seeing the list of all these brilliant individuals and companies. So this will be fun.
Thank you very much, Uwe, and welcome to DigitalWell Ventures. Next one up is an individual that we know very well, Steinar Svalesen. He's also an investor in Explorico, our venture studio in Oslo, which we opened in 2016. Welcome, Steinar. You want to introduce yourself as well?
Thank you. Absolutely. Steinar Svalesen, pleased to meet you all. This is a great initiative, and as David said, I'm an investor and advisor to Explorico, based in Oslo. I'm a computer scientist turned venture capitalist, I'd say. I've been doing the tech stuff in both Norway and US with respect to company building and also actual development, and then moving more over to the commercial side. And for the past 6 years, I've been doing mainly growth stage transactions out of various companies based in Oslo, Norway, with a Nordic focus on tech and growth companies. I've also done more than 15 years of angel investments in various companies. I've followed the ecosystem for quite some time. So what I may contribute to is both network with early stage investors, but also looking at the financial and funding side of the equation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Steinar. Next one up is also a regional asset and resource. He's a serial entrepreneur and a full stack developer. Welcome, Jonas Ulveseth.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Jonas. Jonas, are you there?
You're on mute.
Jonas, you have to unmute. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Jonas, you're on mute again.
I can't unmute. Sorry.
Yes, we hear you now.
Yeah, okay, I'll try again.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, fast. So I've been doing a lot of startups. I'm mainly in the early stage, bootstrapping, and I have a startup called Boater that I'm running right now. I think I can contribute in the early stage, software developing ideas, stuff like that. Also product development. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jonas Ulveseth. Next one up is Pelin Smines from Turkey, but lives in Oslo.
Hi, David.
Hi, Pelin.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on this program. I'm really happy to be part of it. And yeah, a little bit about myself. I'm Pelin Smines, living in Oslo since 2019 April. Before of that, I just had my career in different industries in Turkey, like starting from media production in one of the largest TV networks in Turkey, and then moving to banking sector and running segment management and product marketing for private banking and affluent banking segments for 7 years. And then I started my startup journey with a ride-sharing startup in Istanbul. After 6 years of ride-sharing experience there, I moved to Oslo and became one of the co-founders and the CEO of the ride-sharing company Samevei. And when Corona hit the town, we just pivoted and built a home delivery app for Norway, which is the most innovative home delivery concept in Norway at the moment, delivering anything you want anytime. And besides that, I have also my other company, which is giving marketing consultancy services and also market research, product development services to other startups, both in Turkey and other countries. And running a Horizon project with that company right now for a disinfectant project, actually. So Corona wasn't that bad at the end. I have experience about product development, go-to-market strategy, and business development topics. So here to help if you need anything.
Thank you very much, Pelin. I've actually seen Pelin pitch a few times, and I must admit I've never seen anyone pitch as good as you do. So I think definitely you have a lot of things to share here.
Thanks.
Next one up is Daniel Malmqvist, also from Karlstad, serial entrepreneur. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, David, and hello, everyone. Really nice to be here. So my name is Daniel Malmqvist, and I live in Karlstad. Yeah, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been in the tech startup world for the last 10, 12 years. And driving a company called the product called Story, which was and is a digital magazine subscription service like Netflix that got acquired 2 years ago by StoryTel. And I'm also one of the co-founders of a health app called Stepler that rewards physical activities. So we reward every step you make physically with products and services today. So yeah, really happy to be here again, and I think I can add and contribute to a lot of things in sort of in the tech sector, at least from venture capitalist questions. I've been on the other side as well. So if you want tips and tricks approaching these investors, you can just reach out to me or anything else. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And I'm very impressed with what you did in your first journeys, where you managed to attract international venture capital to Värmland. I think that's fantastic. Last time I spoke to you, you had 200,000 users in Stepler. I'm sure it's more today. Is that correct?
Double.
400,000. Good work.
Yep, thank you.
Next one up is Camilla Andersson, now living in Norway, investor and entrepreneur as well. Hi, Camilla.
Hi, everyone. As David said, I'm Swedish, but I live in Bergen on the west coast in Norway. I've been in Norway now for 25 years. I've even been here longer than I've been in Swedish, but I'm still Swedish. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I started my first business when I got here with TV2 teletext. That's how old I am. And have been a business angel since then. Also established some companies for the last years. I've been working in fintech. I introduced crowdfunding to Norway. So I started my first company in crowdfunding in 2015, which is quite late comparing to Sweden. And then I also started up equity crowdfunding platform called A Round for a few years ago. But for the last year, it's been different times because of the corona. So I have got myself involved in a very special company. It's a gin and biscuit distillery that is running on the island outside Bergen, where I'm investor and the chairman, and it's only funded by women. So for the last few years, my passion is to get Norwegian people to go more involved in risk capital investments. And now I focus a lot to help women and get more women to invest, because the distillery is only invested by women. We have 125 women that now we have raised around 30 million.
Great
So
stuff.
that's what I'm doing.
Thank you, Camilla. We have 14 presentations left and only 10 minutes, so now we're behind schedule, so we need to speed up. We'll jump straight to you, Jeremy. Are you with us?
I am with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. I don't think my video is working for whatever reason, but we'll skip that. Camilla, you have a gin and biscuit distillery, and you're from Bergen. I'm also from Bergen. We need to meet because I like gin and I like biscuits. I'm originally from Australia, and I came here a few years ago with my wife and daughter. In Australia, I helped establish and position and grow a number of companies as acquisition targets for big companies entering the Australian market. So I saw a lot of M&A transactions and those type of things there. I also invested in a number of companies as an angel in Australia, including a biotech company. Since moving to Norway, I worked on a number of different projects, including helping to establish a global accelerator and raise a small venture fund, and also pull together the Norwegian Health Investor Network, which aims to increase the amount of private capital flowing into the health sector. So I think helping with fundraising readiness, preparation and strategy is probably the thing that I'd help most with. And I've worked with a lot of companies over the last year doing that. So that's in brief, David. You can move on.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. And Norway Health Tech is, of course, a cluster with innovation around health in Norway, and this is a key player, Jeremy. So thanks a lot for joining us. Next up is Volker Seifert. He's based in Oslo, and he knows the innovation ecosystem very well, and he's a serial entrepreneur. Volker, are you with us?
I'm with you. Well, thank you for the introduction. I'm excited to be with you. So as you hear, I'm originally from Germany. So I came to Oslo, Norway 16 years ago. I started 2 startups based on artificial intelligence. And one of those is catering to a hospital in Oslo, actually. My background is with a master's degree, master's in arts from a university in Germany and an MBA from BE in Oslo. And I have also some background from medical services in the military, as well as emergency medical technician. So I know at least the terminology, and I worked also earlier in health IT, well, scale ups. And as you said, I know my way a little bit around in the startup phase and can contribute, especially with knowledge about early phases startups, what's the environment, what's the ecosystem, especially in Oslo.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. Toni Rhönnstad, I know you're dying to talk now. Are you with us? Tone? No, Tone?
On mute.
Okay. Then we have to move on.
Hi, everybody. I'm Toni Rhönnstad. I'm from Oslo. Right now, I'm in the mountains, so I have a poor broadband, but I think it'll last. I am an entrepreneur. I'm founder of Culture Intelligence, a startup, a SaaS platform to simplify culture work. And I just got funding, so I'm really at a good state, but I can certainly provide some input to the startups. My background is from the oil industry. I've also worked in HR in global shipping companies. And the last 10 years I've spent working on leadership team culture and their growth. So most of my work has also been in public health to build leadership team cultures in the Oslo University Hospital among really bright doctors and researchers, and trying to make them collaborate a bit more. So I have mapped students in cultures in high schools, and I have mapped startups. So my role in the program will be to use our technology to share experiences from that work and make sure that you all have good insights in your startup team culture and help you grow that team in the right direction for your ambition. So looking forward to that. And next.
Thank you so much, Tone. We're really looking forward to this, and I think your background and your service that you provide is quite unique. So this can be fantastic.
Thank you.
Next one up is Kari Syrja. Kari is originally from Finland, but based in Uppsala now. Are you with us, Kari?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Great. So greetings, everyone. I understand we have very little time, so it's great to be here in this group of very experienced professionals all around. To put it in a nutshell, I have been with the corporates like Oracle and Canon, but also with scale-ups like Bryntesson and Proof Analytics from US, but also with the Nordic startups and invested myself. And I have seen failures. I think that's very important, that you see when things go wrong. You see when things go wrong even when you have paying customers. You see when things go wrong even when you have investors and paying customers. You see when things go wrong even you have investors, paying customers, cost under control, everything perfect. It still collapses. So this is very important knowledge I can bring to program, maybe to coach and mentor and help startups. But apart from that, my passion is very much in sales and marketing. I believe that the customers pay our lunches. So as a consequence, my focus is usually on there and trying to help from scratch without any budgets, how you can make more sales and marketing and growth of your company. So if you want to discuss with that with me later, I'm more than happy to share my ideas and boll your ideas that you might have as a bollplank, we say in Swedish, like a testing ground. So that's in a nutshell me. I love to work with startups and scale-ups, and I'm here to help.
Thank you, Kari. Next one up is an advisor to Explorico. We know him very well, and he's a professor in marketing at Europe's second largest business school, BI Norwegian Business School. Welcome, Åke Hundemann.
Well, thank you, David, and welcome everyone, and good to see you. Glad to contribute to this initiative. As David said, I'm an associate professor in marketing. I work mostly with marketing analytics. That means that I use data and analytical tools to help firms with with practical marketing problems, which I also do as a consultant. Besides that, I'm actually associate dean for program in business analytics at BI Norwegian Business School. So that's a little bit broader than marketing, but also combining data science with business expertise. And how I know David and Steven is actually through the Oslo Big Data Day, where I have contributed, and it has also been hosted at BI Norwegian Business School in recent years. So I think I can help actually with my marketing knowledge and hopefully also with my expertise about the education industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Åke. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Next one up is also a contact through the VC Lab program. She's based in Stockholm and a central part of the innovation and startup ecosystem over there. Welcome, May Wen.
Oh, hi, David. Thank you so much. Lovely meeting all of you. So my name is May. I'm based in Stockholm. Previously, before the pandemic, I was based out of San Francisco and spent most of my career international career in both the US, Europe, and China. So I think that's definitely something I can help you with if you have a company that wants to go to market either in the US or the Chinese market. My background is in engineering and robotics from Oxford, and I spent the first part of my career in data analytics with big companies like IBM, Ericsson, IKEA. And the second part, I was the co-founder and CEO of Startup Sweden and also Fragleap, which was a European Commission-funded digital health accelerator. So my passion is mainly in the deep tech side of things. I work with blockchain, big data, AI, and looking to turn science fiction into reality.
Oh, thank you so much. This sounds really fantastic, mate. Thank you. We have 2 minutes left, so we're definitely going to go over 10 o'clock now for a few minutes. So if some of you needs to leave at 10, we understand. If not, I think we're going to continue to probably 10:03 or 10:04, something like that. Now, next one up is Antonio Grasso from Italy. For those of you who don't know Antonio, I can tell you that he's a global thought leader ranked on absolute top in the world along digital transformation and other emerging techs. Welcome, Antonio.
Thank you, David. Hi, everyone. I'm Antonio Grasso from Italy. I'm a mentor. I run my startup in Italy, helping other startups to bring idea from idea to success. Mostly I follow patent-based startups in Italy. I'm also a qualified and certified mentor by the WBAF, the World Business Angel Investment Forum. If you think I can help, drop me an email. I'm reachable on social media. Also, I have a huge presence on social media. I will be happy to help also voluntarily, because I think that startups are the crucible where the progress is made. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Antonio, for taking time for us. Next one up is Jennifer Vessels. She's originally from the States and she lives Silicon Valley style, now lives in Oslo. Welcome, Jennifer. Is Jennifer with us?
There we go. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. And yes, I am from Silicon Valley and sheltering in place in Oslo, where I spend about half of my time normally outside of Corona time. I run two companies that can be relevant. One is Next Step. We're a go-to-market scalability consulting company, work on a global basis to help organizations grow and scale, and can provide access to resources, contacts, and best practices and how to build partnerships, sales, and marketing. I also run the Executive Growth Alliance, which is a global community of thought leaders and forward-thinking executives, both in entrepreneurial companies, but also in corporates. So can bring people into that community for peer sharing and learning.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Looking forward to be working with you. And see you again, by the way.
Likewise.
All right. Okay, next one up is the Sharkonomics guy himself. He wrote a couple of books on the topic. And Stefan Ingeseth, you're welcome. Come on.
All right, thank you. Nice to be here. I will promise not to bite you, but my name is Stefan Ingeseth. You're welcome. I'm an author, written 4 books. One of them is called Sharkonomics, so that have been taking me around the world and meeting a lot of sharks and business people. And I'm really happy to be able to swim with you all and to see what we can do. And basically, what I do is attack and defense strategies for corporations and work as a creative futurist and so on. So it's a great team, and it's an honor to be here. And David and Stefan from Norway, you have superpowers that can take Norway around the world, and I'm looking forward to swim and fly with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stefan. Now we're going to move down to Tallinn, to Estonia. And we're going to wish Jürgen welcome. Are you with us, Jürgen?
Yeah, I'm with you. Thanks, David, and it's good to be here. My background is entrepreneurship and consulting. I love to build products and help to build symbiosis between the people. If you need help with, to have a management framework, or want to get from 3 people to 50 people and want to ensure that everyone is effective, that's one my topic. And the other topic is that if you need some sales funnels or want to make sure your outbound or inbound marketing is working, then this is my other area.
You also started a fund in Tallinn, correct?
Yeah, I'm in Tallinn currently. Yeah.
Welcome to DigitalWell Ventures.
If you want to have connections here, then let me know. Want to connect with some kind of Estonian startup? Then
fantastic. Thank you. Now we're going to move all the way to Austin, Texas. Humberto Olivo, are you with us?
Yes, David. Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you, Stefan, for the invitation. Really honored to be with this great team. I met David and Stefan at the Oslo Big Data Day a couple of years ago, and so I'm really honored to be part of this team. So my name is Humberto Olivo. I'm in Austin, Texas. I've been in private equity, investment banking, mergers and acquisition, and venture capital all my life, I would say. Texas, I think it's a great place, and it's being right now a magnet for the Elon Musks of the world. We have a pretty good geographic connection for North America, for Latin America, and I work basically in the US, Canada, and Mexico. And the sectors I think I can help you guys with is basically the health tech and wellness industry, clean tech. We're really strong in pushing the circular economy in North America. And the strengths is basically I consider myself a connector. I can help with the markets and business development in North America. and a global expansion for any company that wants to come to the other side of the pond. So thank you again, David and Stefan, for the invitation, and happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Umberto. Last but not least is Stella Sedelin. She's based in Malmö, but moved in from Singapore. Used to work for Capsule Tech, which is now Qualcomm Life. So a lot of relevant experience here. Hi, Stella.
Yeah, hi. So as you can see, I'm from Singapore, and I think there's some background noise. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I come from a culture where we see all kinds of dangers and obstacles as opportunities. So this has been a great learning and a process for me. So I'm excited to be here. So my background is nursing in operating room theater, and I'm also have my bachelor's and master's in business administration. So I've been working with healthcare company for many years as a product owner, for example, for Tieto. I've been working for Philips and Lexmark. So I feel like my ability to contribute is in the area of sales and marketing, because I do have a lot of contacts with startup companies into a market leader in connectivity, and they are always interested to connect to Qualcomm or to Capsule Tech. And I feel like I have this ability to screen and tweak. And sometimes these companies, they just need a little bit of tweaking to lift them up. And it's about messaging, and it's about, you know, promoting the companies. And I feel like in this area, I'll be able to contribute. So thanks for, letting me be here.
Thank you so much, Stella. All right, I have to say, so I'm sorry that we are 7 minutes past, but thank you so much, all of you. I really thought we could do it in 1 hour, but it's been 67 minutes. So thank you for joining. All the questions we have in the chat, we won't be able to answer them now, but what we'll do is we'll copy them and lift them over to Slack, and we can continue the discussion over there. So thank you very much for today, and really looking forward to start working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.
I just took a picture.